Hello, gods and goddesses. This is Dac Goddess. Pretty much I'm signing on just to share a little bit of information with you. Today I'm going to be talking about the heart chakra. Also, I'm going to be talking about the rose quartz. The rose quartz is a stone that's used for the heart chakra, although there's many others. I also want to talk and discuss pretty much for the benefit of other people. I do not have a piece of paper that says that I'm a doctor or in the medical field. However, my antics and everything pretty much is more relevant to quantum physics and metaphysics. So once you delve into that, then you'll better understand when I talk about any type of physical modalities and so on and so forth, okay? Again, I was explaining to you how the rose quartz, it pretty much has a lot. It is considered a rock. So you want to think of rocks, crystals, stones, diamonds, pearls. Are they alive? For the sake of the poem, I'm going to make it relevant and just use crystals. For those that put things in different categories, that's fine. But for me, I'm just going to pretty much stick to the word crystal. And the reason why is because I'm talking about a rose quartz. This is my baby. And so most quartz are formed either in ingenious rock. Think of it like volcano lava, and then it solidifies because of the cooling off of it, or environments with geothermal waters, which are like reservoirs of hot waters that are located at the depths below the Earth's surface. And there's various temperatures when it comes to it, but usually they're really, really hot. Excuse me. And pretty much once that water is exposed to light and fed by the chemicals within the surrounding, the crystals move, they break apart, and they form again. It's almost like reinventing itself, recreation, or even reproduction, like in humans or any species. So the way that the reproduction occurs vary depending on the species. Obviously, we know that. However, it is understood that the particles that move about to form these different crystals and so on, they do have a frequency, a vibration, etc. within the electromagnetic field that assists with their transformation. So pretty much what I'm saying is that just like a sperm takes time to travel and it's moving in order for it to get to the egg, that kind of happens somewhat very similar when it comes down to the transformation of a stone, because they have all of these elements that plays a huge part in the outcome of the color. Also location plays a huge part, etc. So therefore, for the purpose of my poem, I'm going to be using reproduction, okay? So first, let me also explain that the meaning of the rose quartz is love and compassion. And if you go to my video with the heart chakra, that's exactly what the heart chakra is about. It's about love and compassion. It's about self-love, meaning loving yourself. I don't know, I used the example of putting a mask on yourself in order so that you're okay, so that others around you can be okay. And then it also deals with universal love. It's the understanding that we all play a huge part and we're interconnected. That includes with, like I mentioned, trees and stones and air and everything, has its place in the universe is what I'm saying. So really there's so many different feelings and emotions associated with the heart chakra. I came up to about 15, but for right now I just want to focus on 3, like when your heart chakra is blocked emotionally. One of the things that I noticed amongst a lot of people, for those that don't know, I was in the human service field for quite some time, so I've gotten to know a lot of people and so on, and hear stories. And one of the things that I realize is that some people hold on to the past hurts. So what this means is like the rose quartz is used to assist with the past emotional drama. And for those that are feeling lonely, it helps you attract a soulmate. It also assists in grief and loss, assists with your ego. Another group of set of people that I've ran into is those that put yourself last. This stones allows you to create healthy boundaries. It pretty much encourages, proper self-love. Okay. It also assists with a midlife crisis. The rose quartz It's also, it can improve your sexual organs and encourages fertility for those couples that are trying. Pretty much, like I want to mention over and over again, I am a multi-dimensional being, and this is for informational purposes only. This is for those that are curious about the quantum, physical world, metaphysics, etc. And even if you don't understand exactly what it is, if you take the time out to, I'm sure you could grasp some of the concepts, if not all. So when it comes down to when your heart chakra is blocked, like physically, right, you're known to have like a lower immune system, colds, flus, infections, heart and lung issues, heart palpitations, poor circulation, high and low blood pressure, respiratory issues, breathing difficulties, etc. So the rose quartz is also known to stimulate blood circulation in the tissues, and it releases impurities of the body. Assist again with the heart and lung issues, of course, because this is the heart chakra. Well, one of them, one of many, but one of my favorites. This also assists with vertigo issues. So what I normally do is I try to use my poems to kind of like pull it all together for everybody. This is a space where I like for people to learn and grow. So if you have anything that you want to add, and especially if you go like on my YouTube channel or whatever and you get a chance to watch the others, hopefully you could just put a thumbs up or just acknowledge that you saw it. Or if you have any questions, you can definitely ask, okay? What I want you guys to understand about the heart chakra is that it's in the middle of your body. So, you got 3 below and 3 above. One of the reasons why I focus so much on it is because it is the thing that creates balance within your chakra alignments. So, without further ado, if you guys will be patient, sometimes I write stuff and then it's serious tongue twisters for me. But I'm going to try, all right? I'm going to try to flow here. Here we are. Okay. The heart chakra is in the middle of both your upper and lower chakra alignment. Let me start again. The heart chakra is in the middle of both your upper and lower chakra alignment. It is the center of your being. If blocked, there are emotional and physical supply dips. Physically, you will have poor circulation, heart palpitations, and cold and flu symptoms. Your breathing will be affected. You can't catch your breath. Your respiratory felt victim. Some use their rosemary beads, their cross or ankh, or a color or a symbol to recognize the healing power that is both outside and within you. My rose quartz suits me just fine. I have other stones for the heart chakra, but the rose is a soft pink and linked to the divine. Its true meaning is love and compassion, self-love for you, and universal love of the masses. Among many other heart matters, it helps letting go of past hurts. It lets you discontinue the personalized shit. It allows emotional growth. Archangel Raphael, Yoruba, Osun, Greek Aphrodite, Roman Venus, and Jesus. The belief system doesn't matter. It helps you gather the pieces and identify with other heart-centered spiritual masters. It helps with emotional trauma of it all. Whether the relationship was a friend or foe, it helps you when you feel lonely. It reminds you you're not alone. Like its moving particles and reproduction, it reminds you that a cosmic world is always on the go. It helps transmit negative energy into positive. You will stop feeling low. It helps you with grief and loss, but also with finding a soulmate. It reminds you to place your ego aside so that you can move at a faster frequency rate. It reminds you that you have to self-love before you can love anything else. It helps you create healthy boundaries for the benefit of yours and others' health. There are so many more things this stone can do. What's most important is that it helps balance the lower and upper part of you. For those going through a crisis, would you have guessed? The rose quartz assists with crisis of identity and self-confidence. Please keep in mind that this is a way of life. I choose different teachers and grab a bit of their insight. A multi-dimensional being tries to encompass all things. They are co-creating their reality. Out of the box, they manifest their dreams. They manifest their dreams. Okay. So pretty much that was the poem. And pretty much if you get a better idea of what I'm saying, like, so the rose quartz is either an indigenous rock, which means like the lava, like I mentioned, or from geothermal. You can get it in different countries and stuff, and also the states. It's not one of those that they value pretty high or whatever, but it does matter the quality, and the quality varies. Now that you know that, I actually pretty much go into different ways of thinking, and then I pull it all together for myself. I also wanted to share something with you that I thought would be very inspirational, and this is about just being. When I say just being, I mean being your true self, and that's the way that you can effectively coexist and interconnect with the universe. So there is a Hindi priest. His name is Sadhguru, Sadguru. Okay, yeah. So what he said was this: when trees, when they think of, when they start growing, they're just being. They don't think, oh, let me be so that I can provide oxygen to the people here. They just be, and then the oxygen is a result of them just being. The same notion goes for a flower that might smell good to some people. The flower in itself is just being a flower, meaning it's growing, it's photosynthesizing, and everything like that. So it's not, the intention is not, oh, let me make sure I smell good for the human race. It's like it's being, and then because it's beneficial for the environment because of its interconnectedness. So just being true to oneself is interconnectedness. It's when we want to push aside and not be true to ourselves and try to live a false life that we cannot, or find difficulty connecting to the spiritual realm. Again, this is quantum physics and metaphysics. So gods and goddesses, I want to say love, compassion, and growth for everyone. And I also want to say that I'm very blessed that for those that do take the time to listen to this, that they pretty much get something out of it, hopefully. Take care of yourself.